Welcome to Caldy Do a Kickflip. I'm Caldy. Thanks for dropping in. I either sent you this link directly or you probably have no idea who I am. So let me take a moment to tell you.
I began skating in a warehouse in Woodland Hills, California in the fall of 1999. By the summer of 2000, I had traveled the country and skated such places as schools in Miami, Florida, malls in New York City, the streets of Minneapolis and San Francisco, and even won medals in Chicago, Portland, and an undisclosed location near Roswell, New Mexico. After hanging the board up for many years, I was looking for activities and entertainment in 2020 when social interactions were limited, so I gave it another try.
But that stint did not last very long at all.
It seems surreal now to me, honestly, and it's hard for me to believe myself, but I have my original setup right here. I'd like to show it to you. This is my first ever rig. Yeah, you guessed it, I'm not a skateboarder yet. In the 8th grade, my neighbor got a Pizza Hut demo disc that had the first level of Tony Hawk's Pro Skater on it. And we played that every day after school, over and over, until the actual game came out. And I took my mom to the mall. We went to Electronic Boutique, later EB Games, where she fussed about the price, but still bought me the full game upon release. In the 9th grade, I decided I was going to learn to ride a skateboard, so I did. I learned to ride a skateboard for very short distances, strictly on smooth, flat, very level surfaces, very slowly, and no tricks, none at all. I did, however, learn to ride a kick scooter, which I begged for profusely, and then promptly broke my arm on it like the second day that I had it, riding it off the sloped edge of a driveway. So this journey may be a clumsy one. So what's the point? In 2026, I will turn 40 years old. It's just a number, I know, but for some reason I feel the need to commemorate it. Surely a party where my friends give me shirts that say "Over the Hill," walking canes with bike horns attached, and packs of adult diapers is probably more my speed, but I decided I wanted to do something at the age of 40 that I had never done before. A midlife crisis of sorts, I suppose. Traveling somewhere I'd never been, attending an event that I'd never attended, and buying a new vehicle all crossed my mind, but I already did the whole buy the car you've always wanted last year, and ultimately those things were all basically just spend money and experience something, which wasn't what I was looking for. I wanted it to feel like a personal accomplishment. So what then? Well, I remembered these videos where Tony Hawk himself would yell out of his car window for someone to do a kickflip. And I thought, what if that was me and I could not do a kickflip? What a tragedy. Well, I realize that's nonsense, but I did think to myself, doing a kickflip, 1, is something I've never done. 2, will be hard enough to learn to feel like a true accomplishment when it's completed. And 3, will prepare me for if I ever do meet Tony Hawk, assuming I recognize him and don't just tell him he looks like Tony Hawk. My goal is to learn to skateboard and eventually do a kickflip by the end of 2026. I plan to post updates here about every 2 weeks or so, showing my progress and highlighting my struggles. I know very little about skateboarding at the moment, the equipment, the techniques, the culture, but I plan to learn a lot about all of that and document it all along the way. So why should you watch? I don't know. I'm not a filmmaker by any means, so production quality won't be high. I'm no super athlete, so it's very likely that I will not do anything extraordinary. Honestly, you won't be missing anything important if you don't watch. This is really just a record for myself. But I'd love to receive encouragement and suggestions along the way. I do appreciate you for listening this long, and I'll be back soon to waste even more of your time. Thanks for dropping in. See what I did there? That's a skateboarding term.